What's up, guys? I'm sorry that I have not been posting a lot recently on my YouTube channel, but I'm back. I'm gonna do a Q&A, as you can tell probably from the title. I've been lagging a lot on this. I don't know why. I've just been really busy. I haven't really been into the whole recording myself because it's hard because I don't have a camera, so I use my phone, and it just takes forever to upload on the phone, and it's annoying. But I'm here. I'm back. I'm gonna do a Q&A. I have them all. I had a lot of questions, so I picked the most, I believe, helpful and most common questions I usually get. Yeah, I wrote them on a piece of paper because, like I said, I have a phone to record with. I can't really go. Yeah, whatever. Let's get started. So, question number 1. Since you started T, how do you feel with yourself? Honestly, it's a freaking roller coaster, honestly. I'm 9 months on T. I was 9 months on the 7th. It's November. So yeah, November 7th was my 9 months on T. And honestly, I feel great. I do see a lot of changes, even though it is kind of slow. Seeing other trans guys and seeing their improvements, I guess, but I don't like to compare myself. I don't like to hate whatever, but I just get jealous. I get kind of I'm getting a mustache, and you can't see, but I do have hairs. Other than that, I mean, I'm feeling good. My voice is dropping tremendously. I'm getting a lot of body hair in places I didn't even think men got hair, but whatever. Alright. Question number 2. Are you happy with yourself? Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm pretty happy. I have 2 jobs right now. I'm working at Kohl's and Vans. I'm going to school. I mean, I'm taking psychology right now because, why not? Number 3, if you can go anywhere in the world, where would you go? Honestly, I have no idea. It's funny. On my Vans interview, the lady asked if you can pick 3 places to go right now in the world, where would you go? So I can't really pick just one from this question. I'll just say the 3 that I said. I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to Disney World in Paris. I want to go to Disneyland in Paris, and then I want to go to Brazil. Only because, why not? If I had a choice, I would pick those 3. I don't know. Number 4. What's your advice for all the people struggling with their identity and trying to figure out who they are? That's a tough question. Okay, so all my life I struggled who I was, my identity, my gender. Obviously, it's not an easy thing, because when you're born, they like to label you, you're a boy, you're a girl, but it's you have to realize it's 2017. There's more than 2 genders. Way more sexualities than there was 20 years ago when I was born. Honestly though, the best advice I can give to you guys, to those who are struggling with their identity, their sexuality, in general, who they are, just do a lot of research and just try to figure out what fits you most. Try to find your missing puzzle piece. I hate labels. I recently just came out as pansexual. I don't even like to label myself as that because I'm just a human being. I just have a heart and I love who I love. So, honestly, I just feel just try to figure out what fits you best, what your missing puzzle piece is. Because like I said, I did a lot of research. I did a lot of stuff. And when I finally figured out, wow, that's my missing puzzle piece, I was able to identify myself as a trans male. Not necessarily saying that can be you, that will help you, but just play around with it and just go ask people that are struggling, talk to people that are going through the same situation and just try to come up with something. And just, at the end of the day, who cares? Maybe you don't even have a gender. Maybe you don't have a sexuality. Who knows? Be asexual. I don't know. Just be you. You don't need to label yourself, honestly. Just be you. As long as you love and respect, that's all that really matters, because we need a lot of love in this world. Number 5 is kind of like the same as 4, but it's what's the best advice you would give to someone that is stuck in the closet. I was stuck in the closet for about 14, 15 years. With my mom, I came out to her when I was like 14 or 15. I was in 7th grade, so that's like, what, 14? Yeah, 14 or 13, 14. I don't know. But the best advice I can give you, because I'm honestly still stuck in the closet as being a transgender guy to my dad. He just thinks I'm like a stud. My best advice, honestly, I wish I didn't hide myself. I wish I just came out when I figured out who I was. Because I waited until my senior year, which was 2016. I waited to tell my dad that I'm a lesbian, and it just went crazy. Like, I was 18, he kicked me out, and at the time I went and I tried to live with my girlfriend, but that didn't work out. It was crazy. And I feel like when you're younger, they're more understanding, even though they do say, oh, it's probably just a phase, even though he did hit me with that it's a phase. But all I have to say, honestly, is just be who you are. And if no one accepts you, they don't accept you. And if it's family that doesn't accept you, it's the hardest thing, and I understand that. Especially a father figure, someone that doesn't accept you as a father or a mother, it's the hardest thing, because they say that you're always supposed to love your child unconditionally. And like, I always thought to myself, like, when I come out to my dad, if he doesn't accept me, that's ridiculous, because it's not like I'm out here doing anything illegal. It's not like I'm out here in a gang or anything. Like, I'm just being true to myself, and I'm accepting myself. And if you can't accept that, then screw you. But honest to God, just be who you are. It is a hard thing. I'm not going to say come out. Like, it's not easy, especially if you come from a family that isn't very acceptive or is very religious, or, you know, they don't believe in that. Come out when you're ready. Don't feel pressured to come out, you know. Come out when you're ready, because I know what it's like to have to feel like you need to come out because you don't like hiding it. You can't be yourself. But I'm slowly starting to realize that my dad is going to find out that I'm trans sooner or later. Whether I tell him or he finds out or he just notices, which is kind of weird because I've been going through a lot of changes. My mustache is coming in and stuff, and he's just so oblivious towards it. But, I mean, all I have to say is just be you and just don't be scared. It is scary, but don't be scared. Like, a lot of people overthink it, and they're like, oh my God, no, like, I'm going to get kicked out. Like, they're not going to accept me. They're going to send me away. It's like, a lot of people that say stuff like that, it actually ends up going really well for them. So just don't really think the worst. That's all I have to say. Just be yourself, you know? Number 6. Have you ever had sex? No. I'm a child of God. Number 7. When did you realize you were trans? / was it hard coming out? Well, I kind of already told you guys what it was like for me to come out. When I came out to my mom as a lesbian, she was just like, okay. Like, she didn't really care. Like, she was just like, okay, you're young. Like, I don't really think she thought it was a phase, because, like, all my life, you could tell that I was not the normal kid. But when I came out as a lesbian, whatever, she was like, okay, whatever. Like, who's your girlfriend? So I was like, all right, cool. Thanks, Mom. But coming out as trans, I came out to her last year in September. So it's been over a year now. It was hard. It was hard. She was going through a lot, actually, at that time. And just kind of throwing it out there to her, like, yeah, Mom, like, I'm your son. I'm not your little baby girl. Like, it hit her. It hit her. But we've been working on this together, you know. Not only am I transitioning physically, emotionally, and mentally, so she's transitioning as well. You know, she has to change the pronouns, try to get the name right, realize that I am her son. But it went a lot better than planned. I basically was just like, Mom, I want to start T. I want to start hormones. I'm about to be 19 years old. And if you don't accept it, well, then that sucks, because I'm still going to do it. Like, I don't care. And when did I realize I was trans? I said that in my last video, but I'll just recap it if you guys haven't seen it yet. Basically, I had a best friend, and he came out as trans first, and he told me, look at this video of this guy named Hunter. I watched the video on YouTube over and over and over again. I could not sleep. I just something was missing, and watching that video made me realize, like, that's my missing puzzle piece. Like, I am trans, you know? And I started to put all the puzzle pieces together. I started to think back on my past and, like, different things and how I used to act, how I dress, how everything, mentally, everything. And I ended up going to a therapist, and here we are today, 9 months later. So, yeah. Number 8. What is the hardest / easiest part of my transition? The hardest thing is, honestly, just trying to accept the fact that things are changing. I'm basically a 20-year-old going through menopause. I am basically a 20-year-old restarting puberty as like a 13-year-old boy. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the hardest thing though, yeah, it is hard. It is hard. A lot changes. You know, my anxiety has changed a lot. I have a lot of anxiety, more than I did before T. My anger management has gotten bad, but I've been able to control it. You know, I don't really punch walls anymore. But yeah, the easiest thing, I would have to say, is getting my shot, because I don't do it. I go to a nurse clinic and they do it for me, because I just cannot see myself stabbing myself in the leg. So I get it done by them. I don't have to look. I just they poke me and I'm done. Pretty much it. So yeah. Number 9. How many kids do I want? I've always told myself I wanted 2, a boy and a girl, but you know, you can't really choose that. Like, I wish you could, unless you adopt. But yeah, my goal is to have 2, but if I get blessed with more or less, you know, I want to be a father. I wanted to be a foster dad for so long. It's like, I want to love every kid out there. I want to give every kid an opportunity to have a family, to have a home and a roof over their head, and like just live the life that they deserve. So that's that. My dream job. I've always wanted to be a nurse, and that's what I've been going to school for registered nursing. But ever since I've been more active with the LGBTQ community, and like being told that I should like be a motivational speaker, and like I help a lot of people, and I'm like a really good motivator and stuff, like people look up to me, I've been kind of heading towards that, like motivational speaking. Like, I'm taking psychology right now to just learn about, like, you know, the brain and like the bio side of everything. And yeah, but right now I'm kind of just like, I'm just kind of doing me. But my dream job is just to help people. Whether it's in nursing, I will still be helping people. Whether it's motivational speaking, I will be helping people. Whether it's being a counselor, I will be helping people. So at the end of the day, my dream job is to help people, because there's a lot of people out there that do need help, and your boy is here to help. One thing you love. I love family. I love my family. Family over everything, honestly. Things have been rough ever since I was like a sophomore or junior. That's when we had like a really big death in our family, and losing that person really just hurt and made me realize, you know, you have to stop taking everything for granted and just love one another, because you never know when that last person's last breath is going to be. And I've been getting really close with a lot of family ever since I came out as trans, and like a lot of people have been there, surprisingly. It's a great thing. I love family. I love my family, blood or not. You know, I family over everything. Like, one thing you would change. One thing I would change is this. I would love to change the world. Just make it a better place, and just have a lot of more love than hate, and just wish people were more accepting around the world, not only in the United States, but yeah, that's that. Best high memory / worst. My worst memory of getting high was the very first time I got high. I took a really big bong rip, and I didn't know what I was doing with my life. I didn't know what was going on. I was paranoid. I was crying, and I freaking downed so much Taco Bell that I ended up throwing up and having my head in a bucket full of throw up. My best high memory, honestly, every time I get high, it's always a good trip. Like, I never really have a bad trip. I probably only had like 2 bad trips. So every time I do get high, like, it's fun. I don't really have like a specific one. To be honest, I don't really remember a lot. Where do I get my news? Like the social world, I get my news obviously off like social media and stuff, but like news around the world, I do watch the news actually. Sorry to sound like an old man, but my hair is just, no! Stay down. I'm growing my hair out, guys, so it's kind of in that awkward stage where it's like it doesn't know what to do with its life. And I wear hats a lot, so I'm trying not to wear hats. And I'm wearing more beanies so that way it's flat. But look at it. I look like alfalfa. What are you doing with your life, buddy? Whatever. But yeah, I do watch the news. Judge me if you want. But you actually find out a lot watching the news, so whatever. What app do I use the most? Snapchat. Guilty as charged. Snapchat. And last but not least, do I have any regrets? I don't live with regrets. I feel like they're stupid to live with regrets because it's like you either live or you learn. People are either a lesson or a blessing. How cheesy does that sound? I understand that, but it's true. I don't like to live with regrets. I don't like to live. I don't like holding grudges either. But yeah. So I don't really have any regrets. So yeah, alright, I'm sorry this video is kind of boring, but I've been lagging on the Q&A thing, and everyone's always asking me, when are you going to post it, when are you going to post it? So I figured, I'm here, I'm bored, let's not sit around and be a freaking couch potato, let's shoot a YouTube video. So here we are, I will be coming back with another video. I did get a camera, but I just need to get a memory card or a SIM card, whatever it's called. That way I can start uploading and stuff and being more active and vlogging and stuff. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.